Today, we'll show you how to assemble and prepare a NexSens CB-950 data buoy for deployment. The buoy is delivered in multiple packages, which contain the buoy hull and the solar tower, as well as mounting hardware. Any additional sensors and accessories you've purchased will be packaged separately. Only basic hand tools and a few supplies are needed. Cable ties and a thread lock adhesive will ensure the buoy can perform well in rough waters. You'll also want to configure any sensors and data loggers before mounting. For NexSens loggers, view the video linked in the description for setup instructions. If needed, written instructions for assembly can be found online at the NexSens knowledge base and in shipping documents. NexSens buoy systems are highly customizable, so your sensor selection may differ. We'll be walking through the steps to integrate a few of the more common environmental sensors and accessories. Let's get started. It's easiest to install any topside equipment before attaching the tower to the buoy hull. First, we'll attach the M650 beacon, but before doing so, be sure to activate it following the manufacturer's guidelines. Mount the beacon to the center of the solar tower top plate using the supplied flat washer, lock washer, and bolts. Next, install the X-Series data logger to the mounting plate on the tower ring. Be sure to note the sensor port order beforehand because it is not visible after mounting. Use the included isolation washers and supplied hardware. Now, we'll be installing the antenna. Make sure the O-ring seal is in place, and then attach the cellular or iridium antenna to the SMA connector. Let's move on to sensors. We'll start with the Gale Maximet weather station. Other weather stations have similar mounting procedures. Remove the solar panel with the free wire by unscrewing the top and bottom bolts and unplugging the panel from the wire harness. Then, insert the Maximet mount through the solar tower top and secure it with the supplied washers and nylon insert lock nut. Feed the weather station interface cable up through the mounting bracket hole and connect it to the gill. Place the sensor on the hub and secure it with the included hardware. Finally, route and secure the cable to the tower and connect it to the X-Series data logger to your selected port. Excess wire should be bundled behind the solar panel, and all wire should be secured with cable ties. Moving on to the buoy hull, we'll connect the C-View wave sensor. Align the sensor mount with the center of the battery well plate and attach it with the included hardware. Then, place the sensor over the mount and insert 2 socket head cap screws into the side of the housing. With the sensors installed, we can now attach the tower to the hull. Using the appropriate lifting gear, raise and place the solar tower into the tower hubs. Install the bolts with locking nuts through the hubs to secure the tower in place. Plug the solar panel power into the battery cable, and then run the power cable to the logger, but do not plug it in yet. Route the sensor wave cable up through the solar tower to the data logger and connect to the predetermined port. Now connect the power cable to the center port of the logger. Before moving on, confirm all cables are held in place with cable ties to prevent damage over time. This is also a good time to test everything and ensure that your system is working. With everything secured, we'll connect and reinstall the solar panel. Now let's move on to the subsurface hardware and equipment. Attach the lifting rig to the topside lifting eye and raise the buoy off the pallet. Then, lower it to the floor on its side. Be careful not to damage any tower-mounted equipment. With the anti-rotation collar positioned between the cage and the frame, connect the center bolt using the castle nut and cotter pin, followed by the remaining 3 outer bolts. Bend the cotter pin to secure everything in place. To prevent corrosion, install a sacrificial zinc anode on both the frame and the cage. Check that the anode is tightly fitted and not able to move or slide. Ballast weight should be sized for the application. A minimum of 100 pounds is recommended for the CB-950. Install the BAL 100 to the bottom of the cage using the supplied hardware and secure the castle nut with the cotter pin. And that's it! Our CB-950 is assembled and ready for data logger and cloud configurations. Follow the links in the description to learn more about getting started with NexSens X-Series data loggers and the WQ Data Live Web Data Center. For additional resources, Visit the NexSens knowledge base online to learn more. NexSens. Better data. It's never been easier.